it's Heather here with Empress. I hope you are doing well. This is going to be your August overall general spread. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Cancer. If you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well resonate with the Cancer's energy in the situation. As always, guys, trust your gut, follow your intuition, and yeah, let's get started. All right, so what can we get for Cancer for August? What can we get for Cancers? Oh, you guys have flyers. Oh, wow. Okay, Cancer, how about that? Wow. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. The Lovers and the Hierophant popped out together. So I don't know which, or we're going to take Lovers first and then the Hierophant. And we had Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm just going to be very blunt in my very Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Cancerian way. Some of you could definitely be in some kind of connection or have some kind of connection that's coming forward in your life. 10 of Pentacles on the Lovers. This is your abundance, your happiness, your success, your joy. This is the home life. This is the white picket fence, the happy couple. I mean, it doesn't have to just be that for you guys. It's whatever happiness and abundance looks like to you when it comes to your, substantial rooted self. The Lovers is a very yin and yang connection. It's a divine masculine and a divine feminine. It is someone that mirrors back to you, your soul. It's also about choices. Some of you could definitely have choices when it comes to your prosperity, your abundance, your success, and your happiness. The Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus, on the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So some kind of offers coming in when it comes to, this could very well be you guys receiving an offer of commitment of some kind. It doesn't have to just be marriage or really relationships, to be honest, but this is some kind of commitment that is an offer that's made with bigger intentions. It's an offer that's made with substantial, backing behind it. It's something that could be long-term, could be something of really deep substance. The Hierophant's Taurus, you have Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Lovers is the card of Gemini, and then, sorry, my hair is going crazy today, guys. You have the Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. You guys could very well be having some kind of soul deep commitment that comes in, whether or not it's, again, like I said, a relationship or marriage, whatever it is. Hierophant to me is traditions. It can also be about learning and teaching, being the teacher and the student. It can also be about spiritual commitments, commitments that come in that you have spiritually bound contracts with someone. Whatever it is, you guys are getting some kind of offer that's coming in. It doesn't look like it's anything big, but it's something that could definitely lead somewhere. So let's see. For some of you, you could definitely be just committed to your happiness right now too. Your abundance, your prosperity, what you want. You have 9 of Wands, Son of Pentacles, yeah. So I feel like for a lot of you when it comes to happiness, you guys have definitely been through the ringer. 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is the card of my battle-worn soldier. It is someone that could be on the defense when it comes to love, when it comes to commitment, when it comes to, the future, really connecting with someone. Son of Pentacles. This is the 9 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's all underneath that, Lovers. So whether this is you connecting with someone that is very earthy in nature, that is very solid and grounded and stable, this is a Lover's connection. You could be making decisions when it comes to an earth sign in your life that's coming in. You could very well be making decisions to put forth effort towards something because the 9 of Pentacles, even though the 9 of Pentacles is the slowest knight, they're the only ones that really cross the finish line. So they're the ones that will put in the long-term work to get something done. It is substantial. It is long-term. So let's see. What else can we get, guys? What else can we get for Cancers? So we have, wow, you guys. Judgment. Judgment underneath the Hierophant. So this is definitely the universe coming in when it comes to a certain connection. This is the universe saying it's time. whether it's bringing something forward to you or whether time has come to really put forth effort when it comes to reconnecting for you. Judgment is all about judgment call. It's about transitioning. It's about transformation. It's about things that need to be changed. And the universe comes in and works their magic and really puts forth that effort towards us in order to make those changes happen. It's a transition. I mean, it is. It's a major change. It's also, it can be about awakenings. It can be about enlightenment. So maybe some of you are becoming more enlightened spiritually as well. Spiritually in tune and enlightened and more open when it comes to love. And having your guard up and realizing how closed off you've been and how much you have shut out and really wanted this 10 of Pentacles. But you've been not wanting it. You've been so beaten and burdened and broke down from before that you haven't been open or willing to put forth any effort to really have this for yourself. That judgment call, that Hierophant, though, that is like flaming and like catching my eye because it is very spiritual. Hierophant is a spiritual card. The Judgment is a spiritual card. They are both major arcana. So this is something that is meant to come in on a spiritual level for you. Whether it's friendships, relationships, career, what you're building, entrepreneurial things, it can be family, whatever it is a transformation that's spiritual that needs to take place. Mother of Pentacles here. So you guys definitely have some earthy energy coming through. Some of you could have earth in your chart. This Mother of Pentacles, and then, you have the Mother of Wands right after this. So for some of you, there could be a judgment call between possibly two people you're connecting with too. You could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your life. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your life, and judgment calls are coming in when it comes to this. The Mother of Wands is falling underneath that 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. So that's definitely becoming more inspired, fiery. You could really have been burned by a fire sign. Maybe at one time you saw potential, you saw long-term there, and things didn't pan out the way that you'd hoped. And so it kind of instilled some kind of inner boundaries inside of you, walls that needed to be climbed. And instead of just like making it a fence where people could hop over it, you made it a fucking 4-story tower where no one could penetrate the walls and no one could get through. And it left you feeling closed off. I don't know why I'm getting that. Daughter of Pentacles on top of that Mother of Pentacles. So this is offers. I feel like if it's you guys embracing a fiery, earthy energy, it's because you're becoming more open and passionate about your life. You're transforming for a reason. And, the Mother of Wands is very charismatic. She calls things to her. She brings beauty into her life. She brings opportunities into her life. The Mother of Pentacles is nurturing, and she builds, and she really brings things to flourish in her life too. So let's see what else we can get. Keep in mind with it being general, guys, I have to cover all the bases. So for some of you, this is connection. For some of you, this is you really building in your own spirituality. Oh, it's a connection. Okay, let's see. 8 of Pentacles. So this is the work being put in. Willing to put in, take stock, put in the long hours, the work. It's falling under the Lovers and the Son of Pentacles. So this is willing to work when it comes to love, when it comes to a connection, when it comes to things like that. This is also making choices, and when you're making choices, it's like making decisions and willing to work towards what you want in a relationship. Father of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Hierophant, Judgment. So some of you could definitely be connecting with earthy energy. Unless you have it in your chart predominantly, you could very well be connecting with it. Because you have, goodness gracious, guys. There's earth all over this table. This is all about abundance. This is all about stability, all about groundedness, all about solid long-term endeavors. If this isn't, I don't see really honestly how this could not be about something coming in that is a connection that really inspires you. Doesn't have to be a relationship, but it is some sort of connection that is deep and soul tied. If that's not it, I don't know really what else it could be. I guess you working towards balance within yourself, making decisions, better decisions when it comes to your happiness and love and life in general. That could totally be it. Father of Pentacles under Judgment, Hierophant. Some kind of spiritual connection, spiritual commitment, judgment coming in, transformation coming in, and it comes down to a Father of Pentacles. Father of Pentacles is very much the dad card. That's what I call it. He's very solid, stable, rock steady. I don't want to say commanding, but It's like a natural presence where he just naturally takes the lead. It's not like King of Wands where he takes charge in a very fiery and passionate way. It's just, it comes to him. He just takes the reins. He holds it steady. He leads. Two of Cups. Cups of love, soulmate connection. You have the Lovers here and this card. So I do have to just throw out there that this could very well be some kind of intense, deep spiritual commitment between two people. That's falling under that Mother of Pentacles and the Daughter of Pentacles. So this is some kind of connection that is very rooted in groundedness. Page of Pentacles is all about offers, like I said, coming in. It could seem like something small that could lead to something very long-term and very beautiful, very abundant, a lot of fruition into your life. That Two of Cups, though, that is mutual give and take. That is reciprocity. This is someone that mirrors your soul. They bring respect to the table. They bring admiration to the table. They bring support, encouragement. I mean, just so many beautiful factors into this situation, into this commitment. And I keep saying commitment because it is. It feels like it's a commitment. It's going to be some kind of spiritual commitment. You're going to meet someone. If this is someone coming in that's new, it's going to be someone that you're just going to feel naturally drawn to. Someone that you're going to be able to really open up to. That's how you're going to know. This isn't just going to be like dating and randomly, finding people online or whatever. This is going to be someone that you can naturally let your guard down with. They are going to seem rock fucking solid and steady, and very grounded and very deep and very rooted in who they are. They're going to just know. They're going to be able to communicate in ways that are very, again, like patient and kind and wise. Maybe someone older. You could be a little bit older in the situation too, because there's Son of Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles, Father. You have all of the Pentacles when it comes to the Court cards. Just, that's why I'm getting earthly vibes here. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Mother of Pentacles, Father of Pentacles. So this is a lot of solidity in this reading. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. This is putting work in. This is really putting in effort, time, energy into something that can lead to a lot of abundance in your life. The Lover's card, I mean, it's a beautiful card to have. It's a beautiful connection. And it's also, I feel like, making better decisions when it comes to love, wanting something that could lead to more solid roots, a solid connection versus just something that's fun for the moment. Which is awesome, because when you make that decision and you say, okay, I'm not going to align or entertain things that are not going to possibly be deeper, I'm done with shallow, I'm done with surface level, then it kind of changes the whole game for you guys. So we have Lovers here, which is Gemini, Hierophant's Taurus, Judgment is, it's very Scorpio and Sag to me, honestly. Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, and then of course the Pentacles that are everywhere. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so let's get one more line real quick. What else can we grab for Cancer moving forward? I mean, if this is, I just keep going back to the Lovers and the Hierophant, because this is someone that I feel like you could see yourself with long term. Two of Pentacles. Let's see what else we got. Father of Cups. So I feel like this is probably the one energy that is very you in this. And this is, I mean, still waters run deep. This is having a lot of intense feelings, a lot of emotions, but being able to really communicate them wisely. And, it's not letting your emotions dictate your life. This is letting your emotions kind of run its course, but really holding the reins on them and guiding them. Chariot, speaking of holding the reins, the Chariot card is all about holding the reins. It's about hopping onto the back of the horse, the journey, the universe that's coming through and leading you down a path. Hopping on, and you can't really control, but you can grab and take hold. And this is holding on. This is holding on to the path that you're meant to head down. That's under the Lovers. That's under the Son of Pentacles. That's under the Eight of Pentacles. So this connection, this is something that was meant to come in. It was meant to come in. It is what it is. It was meant to come in. It's a divinely guided path that you're headed down, that you're supposed to come across something like this for a reason. I can't say for you if it's a reason, season, or lifetime. I can say that the Pentacles on this table indicate that it is something that's very substantial, that could be long term. You also have more Pentacles. You have Two of Pentacles in the universe. So I feel like for some of you in a connection like this, it's going to really leave you, I don't want to say confused, but it's going to leave you feeling like you can't find balance. You can't find your footing. And it's because in connections like this, it doesn't always make perfect logical sense. It's like you're juggling, like, okay, is this too good to be true? Can I do this? Is this going to happen? You know, should I just, it's the catch-22. It's like, do I take a chance or do I not? Do I shut this person out or do I let them in? Like, it's like you're going to be going back and forth internally because it's such a strong connection that you're going to be somewhat knocked on your ass and you're not going to know how to approach it or how to handle it. So you're trying to find balance in yourself. Maybe you're trying to find balance with the freaking Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because this is falling under the Judgment and the Hierophant and the Father of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are trying to find balance with someone when it comes to a commitment, when it comes to transformation, when it comes to really letting someone in. You know, there are pros and cons to each. You can keep people out in order to protect yourself, but in the end, if you're protecting yourself so much because you're not letting anyone in, you're really hurting yourself. You're not protecting yourself at all. Other people might not be hurting you, but you're hurting yourself. Negates the fact. Like, at the end of the day, when you take a chance on something, when you transform and it leads to you growing, it's worth it. It is worth it. I mean, take it from someone that has been through a shit ton of pain in her life. The pain has always been worth it for me because I turned pain into power. And it really transformed things. And that pretty much illuminated a whole different being for me. It changed me completely. Me 5 years ago is not me today, and it's because of what I've been through. It's because of what I felt. It's because of the chances that I did take in this life. And being up in your head, trying to figure out, feeling like you had too much going on, feeling like you can't find your footing, that's the universe's way of knocking you on your ass. And I love that because the universe is right here, coming in, saying, okay, it's time to go forward. It's time to leave some shit behind. It's time to jump into this. It's time to take a chance. It's time for things to change. And I know cancers are very cardinal, but I also know a lot of cancers in my life, and with me having cancer inside of, I mean, really in the Taurus too, obviously, but with my cancer, I love my comfort. I love the way things have been. I love the way that things stay. And a lot of the times it's scary taking that leap. It's scary making the changes that need to be made, but they will always, I'm sorry, I'm channeling, guys. It's like, they will always benefit you in the end. It will always benefit your life in the end to take chances, to make changes. It's scarier to not. It's scarier really to not because, like I said, you can keep people out from hurting you, but in the end, you're hurting yourself. Wow. Sorry. I didn't mean to get that deep on you guys, but I guess it's true. I mean, I know it's true. Take it from experience, right? I love that. Okay. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. So if you feel like something's too good to be true, don't always let your fear dictate. Don't let your ego take the reins. Don't let fear take control. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. I love that. Because it's true. I mean, at the end of the day, what's right for your soul, what your soul's calling you to do, your own truth inside, it's like you have that inner knowing, you just know. Trust it. And happiness is my birthright, yes. Closing yourself off, again, it leads to so much unhappiness and turmoil inside of you when really allowing people to come in, it can be scary, it can be uncomfortable, but it can also be beautiful. It can be worth it. It is worth it. All right, let's grab a couple of these shaman cards real quick. Sorry. If you guys see me doing that, it's because the cards are so matte that sometimes it's hard to grip. So, especially with my little tiny, I don't know if you can see how small my hands are compared to these decks. I have like child-sized hands, so gotta make it work, guys. We have the Hunter, and we have the Seer. I love that. Okay. Feels very like yin and yang to me. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel like it's yin and yang energy. Okay, sorry, I apologize if you guys can hear my child in the background. He's Fortniting it up, and he is loving it. The Seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. The symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The Seer knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all measure, and sees reality as it truly is without judgment. The Seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. The seer invites you to trust your intuition and follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it appears your hunch is taking you in circles. Wow. Or even through a maze, but the hidden realms don't follow the rules of a two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen to include subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The seer has gifted you with this magic. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Your vision is clear. I love that. Okay, and then we have the hunter. Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in forests to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than the village needs to survive, only taking one creature, the good kill. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. Rely on your own skills to traverse thick forest you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow the map drawn by others, as it will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass. Use all of your senses. I'm sorry, guys. There are so many cards on this. Including your common sense. At the end of the day, guys, I feel like this is on you. This is your decision. This is your journey. And what you decide to do moving forward, as always, it's your choice. It's your discernment. So that's going to be it, Cancer. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and light.